just one more real.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 second. Yeah.
Charlie, according to you, in your feeling, what is the most important answer to be question to be answered regarding Bilderberg?
I suppose the question is. Sorry, the question is, could his voice be any louder? The question I'd ask about Bilderberg would be, how does it fit? How does it fit as a political summit in with our understanding of politics today and how we want it done? So, my question would be: is the way Bilderberg acts and the people that go to Bilderberg act, is that how we want our politicians to act? I think it's a question of parliamentary standards and political ideals, and I think it's to do as well with how we want to be represented and how we want our politicians to represent us. And you hear a lot, I think we've discussed it, you hear a lot about people saying, they're having a chat, people have chats all the time, things got to get done, decisions have got to get made, these guys have got to meet, better they just all get together in a nice place and have a nice chat. And I think, fine, that, what you're saying there is essentially let mummy and daddy get on with it, let the parents deal with the difficult stuff. I'm okay, I'm going to watch telly, I'm just going to switch off here. They're fine, they're going to get on with it. And it feels very adolescent and not very adult. And the way that the delegates behave isn't very adult. You see them, even this year, and every time I see it, I get amazed, hiding behind their newspapers. I mean, what are they doing? These are grown men and women who run giant corporations, or sort of heads of, academic institutions, or what are they doing? Or they're they're probably finance ministers, literally hiding behind papers. That's not a way to behave. None of this is a way for any adults to behave, and that's for me what it's about. It's about behaviour and how we want our politicians to behave.
Right. Just one follow-up question to that. The private capacity in which Bilderberg invites members. Do you think? What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of the. What happened is, over the years, a little bit of scrutiny has been given to what Bilderberg says about itself, which has only been in the last few years that they put a website out. And the website said things like all participants attend in a private capacity, which is just not true. I mean, any number of the politicians have been asked through the years, are you going officially, and saying yes. I mean, it happened to George Osborne in 2011. We asked the Treasury, is he there officially? Yes. I think you were telling me, or someone was, that the Dutch Prime Minister was asked, and was asked whether he went officially, and he said yes. So that was it's just nonsense. It's a major international summit. So should it be private? I don't know. Obviously, summits have to happen, but I don't know whether the people around the table, that particular mix, really fits with an international diplomatic summit. It doesn't. It's got the heads of private equity funds and giant industrial conglomerates. I mean, really vast $100 billion funds. Holding companies. It's silly. These aren't people that should have a seat at the table of a private meeting with finance ministers and foreign ministers and prime ministers without any press oversight. Anyway, that's what I think, for what it's worth.
Worth a lot. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Cool.
Great,
thanks.
Right. Yeah, but seriously, don't do anything with the other thing. That was me.
No.
Yeah.
I'll definitely not. No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not that I'm sure it didn't say anything too bad.
Oh, it was fine. No. But the first thing we'll absolutely not use.
Yeah. Cool.